And for the first time I thought, this is it. I'm going to die. It was just another day at the golf club. It was a normal Saturday, playing in a normal Saturday swindle, and nothing happened earlier that would suggest something was going to go wrong. I got to the 17th and I was walking up towards the pond that splits the fairway and the green. And I suddenly felt an intense pain in my chest right there. And at first I thought it was just severe indigestion or some trapped wind. And I didn't really give it a second thought because it passed pretty much within 4 or 5 minutes. And by the time we were playing the 18th, it had gone completely. We finished the round. I went back to the clubhouse, washed, changed, and went to the bar. And this pain came back with a vengeance. It literally felt like somebody was sticking a burning lance through my chest. I realised pretty quickly there was something wrong. So I got up, found Karen and said, I think I need you to take me to the hospital. I think I'm having a heart attack. Being her usual calm self in a crisis, Karen gathered herself together and went to collect her stuff from the changing rooms. In the meantime, I walked out towards reception where I was going to meet Karen to go to the car. Put my hand onto the banister to steady myself, and I collapsed. And I'm lying there on those stone cold steps. And for the first time I thought, this is it. I'm going to die. The paramedics arrived and put the usual monitoring equipment on me, and one of the paramedics turned around and he said, you are having a heart attack. Now beyond that point, I remember very, very little. I was in such a fog of pain. But the one thing I do remember, at one point I looked up and saw my Karen in tears. I cannot imagine what it must have been like for Karen to stand there watching your life partner apparently die. And it is a vision that will haunt me for the rest of my life. The ambulance leaves the Hertfordshire on its way up to the Leicester Hospital. Karen wasn't permitted to ride in the back of the ambulance with me, which is probably just as well, because en route between the Hertfordshire and Leicester Hospital, my heart stopped and I stopped breathing. Apparently only for about 30 or 40 seconds. Unfortunately, the paramedic was able to use a defibrillator, and only using one shock, he brought me back. We arrive at the Lister Hospital and I was wheeled into the operating theatre pretty much straight away. The surgical team started inserting the stent, and apparently they got halfway, and for a second time my heart stopped beating and I stopped breathing. Apparently for about a minute and a half. This time it took 3 shocks with the defibrillator to bring me back. The surgical team revived me. The stent was successfully deployed and the drama had passed and the crisis was over.